All right, Mr. Scott. Welcome to the future. Here we are.
Good.
Yeah, we're good to go.
I'm good. Okay, we're going to all right. Do a couple of things here. We're going to reverse that order, though. We're going to do the practice exams and then end up with Prometheus. And
So let's talk about Prometheus first and end off.
okay,
Is that what you want to do?
that's fine. You have to log into the Linux Academy with that stuff I sent you. Then it works for me. But if you want to do the screen share, which is not a bad thing, anyways, I'm going to show you Linux Academy anyway. So,
Are you not seeing my screen? Because I am screen sharing.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
I see the Prometheus. It looks good. It's not all green. Can I actually do screen sharing with this setup or not?
What do you mean?
Well, I was going to log into Linux Academy.
Oh, you're going to do it on your end? Yeah.
Or you log into yours and I just walk you through it.
You can take. I can give you control, can't I?
Yeah, but okay. So that I sent you information on how to log in the other day.
Yeah, I know. I can log in.
Yeah,
just have to, or whatever.
I don't need to. Just log in and bring it up to you information on how to log in the other day.
Yeah, I know. I can log. Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, sorry. That was my bad.
That's not good.
I have. I don't. As you can see, I don't have earphones in today.
Yeah. I have mine handy if we need them.
So when I look here. Yeah, I just want to do something here. I gotta go on to. Come on now. Weird. Oh, I know. I see that. Right, just doing some cross promotion here. I gotta go into. Hopefully that works, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it if it didn't. So you want to go into the Linux? I only logged in on my phone.
That's fine. You can log in. It's a web app. It's a browser app. You can log in on the computer, phone, whatever.
Okay, here we go.
If you can crop out the profile if it shows up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna log in on the second screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for the meeting.
If it shows my email, just crop it out if you can. I don't know if it does or not.
Where the heck is it?
I can send it again. I know where it is. It's a messed up. It's a LastPass one, so I don't actually remember.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it.
You got it?
Yeah.
It's not something I made up, obviously. That was generated by computer.
Okay. We'd like to show you. No, I don't want that. Just let me sign in. Linux Academy.
Yeah, and then when you get, well, it doesn't matter actually. When you get to bring it up on the
sign
screen,
in.
I'll do a walkthrough for you.
Oh. Let's figure out the typo there. Sign in with the email account. Yeah, but typo in here, but I know how to spell your name, fortunately. Okay.
Oh, all right, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just realized I was full screen over there, covering your face. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
there we are.
so can you crop that? Doesn't really matter. Just don't send me emails there. It's fine. Leave it
Crop what?
anywhere.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Hold on, maybe.
If you can, great. If you can't, it doesn't really matter. Not like I'm gonna get thousands of emails.
Okay, hold on. Did it work? That's weird. Oh. There you go.
Nice. So I can see it on the screen share because you're screen sharing it, but on the feed it's cropped out. I see that. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, so go in on the top right there. There's a search thing.
Yep.
So this is so they're going to do two things. It's going to be show you a little bit about how Linux Academy works and Prometheus. So where it says, what do you want to learn today? Just type in Prometheus.
Right here? Oh, what would you like to learn today? Okay. Prometheus.
So if you wanted to learn Linux or Red Hat or whatever, obviously you type that in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is, I changed my mind a little bit on this. I wasn't going to go into this, but I didn't tell you that until an hour ago. So
Yeah.
The Prometheus deep dive. Let's see what I remember. Is click on Prometheus deep dive. The first one. I think you got to click the words to get in there.
In here?
Yeah, no, down.
What did you want me to click? Sorry, it was.
I think it's
Focus on
only
something else.
clickable. I think there's only one spot that's clickable, and I think it's the words. The Prometheus deep dive in bold there. The top result.
Good. Just one sec. I just want to
Okay.
bring this music down just slightly.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, say that again, Scott.
So I use this all the time, but I don't remember. So there's only one linkable thing in this little section. I think it's the words. I think you got to hover over the title.
You're on TikTok now.
Sorry,
Why?
my phone. I'm trying to turn my phone off here.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where my phone is.
Hey, do you want to hear my comment that got me 472 likes?
Which one?
This girl posted a TikTok about working at Williams Sonoma, downtown Toronto on Bloor Street.
Yeah.
And she tells a story about this lady coming in to buy wine glasses, and her wine glasses were too expensive, so she asked for less expensive wine glasses, and then she showed her the less expensive wine glasses, and she complained about the selection, and she was really rude, and it was Margaret Atwood. So I wrote the following comment. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. I said, reading The Edible Woman made my eyes yearn for a grapefruit spoon in the same way hearing Atwood's voice makes my eardrums yearn for an ice pick.
Yeah. True enough.
And this is the girl's response to me.
Everyone.
He said, I have no idea why I found that so funny. And I've gotten... my notifications have been blowing up for days because of making that comment.
Yeah, nice.
But anyway, it was a little bit funny.
That's good. The what was it? The Governor General got in some hot water too. There was undercurrents of that, but apparently the report was scathing.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how we're hearing other news now. The last couple of weeks.
Yeah, right. I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
So actually, just before we get into that, I do check in on Fox every once in a while just to see how crazy they are, and I can't handle it for more than a few seconds. But it's like, if this is like the light one, I can just imagine what like the levels where Fox isn't enough for them. Right? Like Fox is enough for me to drive me crazy.
Well, yeah.
They were talking about, so the day after the Capitol thing, they were talking about Kamala Harris's Vogue cover on Fox because that was the most important thing going on.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so I believe the only thing you can click on this is the actual title where it says Prometheus Deep Dive, the first result there.
Yeah, just hold on. I just want to.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing stuff. Right.
It's like I put it on the spot of your video, so I actually need to put it on.
Kind of wondering where my phone is too, because I'm on call. I know it's on, and I know it's fully charged, so.
Oh, that's weird. There you go.
If it starts going beep, 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 beep. Oh, ooh.
Okay, that's actually really not
Very
bad.
good.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you back on. Okay, apologies for the distraction. No, sorry, where were we? I
don't know. Anderson
Cooper.
That's from watching all the news for the last 4 years. That's what I learned. That's the biggest thing I learned. The throw to another person.
Oh yeah.
This Corey?
Yes, William.
That means you're done.
Yeah.
It's so yeah. No. Go down. Up. Just the first one. It's the first one that I was going through, the Prometheus deep dive, and I think the link is just the title. Hover over the title.
Oh, here, yeah.
Yeah, there. That's the only spot that's linked. So click on that.
That's advanced.
Oh yeah.
It says that course, whether they're advanced or what.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah. So I've been going through these things, and let me see. I can't really see that. Let me change my view so I can see that a little better. All right. So actually, here, just click on share your sound.
Yeah.
And click on what is Prometheus.
Okay, hold on. I'm sharing my sound. Oh, that was weird.
Does that?
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Oh, I gotta press escape to get the share sound thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do that again. And where is the what is Prometheus? Right here? Oh, right here it is. Okay, so, got it.
Okay, wait, go back.
Too late.
Okay, doesn't matter.
I don't have to play it.
No, play it.
Okay.
In this lesson, we're going to be talking very briefly about the basics of what Prometheus is and what it does. Prometheus is an open source tool for monitoring and alerting, and that means it collects data about applications and systems, and it allows you to visualize that data, as well as issue alerts in real time based on the data. Monitoring is an important aspect of your DevOps infrastructure. In order to manage a robust and complex system, you need to be able to quickly and easily see what is happening in your systems. And through monitoring and collection of metric data, Prometheus allows you to do that. So here are the high-level use cases of Prometheus. We'll talk in a little more detail about these use cases in a future lesson, but I just want to give you a general idea of what Prometheus does. The first high-level use case is metric collection. That means we are taking important metric data about our systems and applications and storing them in one place, and that is our Prometheus server. Second, we can do visualization. That means we provide different ways to view and interact with our data. So we can build dashboards with graphs and charts that present our data in a way that provides useful information that allows us to take action or make decisions. Finally, Prometheus is able to handle alerting. That means that we can perform an action in real time based on changes in the data. So for example, if our metric data indicates that a server has gone down, Prometheus could issue an alert and send an email to let us know that the server's down and we need to fix it. So here's just a little bit of background on Prometheus. Prometheus is primarily written in the Go programming language. However, it does have some components that are written in Java and Python as well as Ruby. Prometheus is open source, and it is issued under the Apache 2.0 open source license, which essentially means that you can use Prometheus for free to do whatever you want. Prometheus was originally developed by Matt T. Proud and Julius Volz, and it was initially sponsored by SoundCloud. Today, Prometheus is a fully open source project, and it is maintained by a wide variety of many different individuals and organizations. You can find more information about Prometheus, as well as the full Prometheus documentation at the Prometheus website, which is simply prometheus.io. So we've talked at a very high level about what Prometheus is and covered some of the high-level use cases that Prometheus can be used for, and we've talked a little bit about the background of Prometheus. That's all for this lesson. See you in the next one.
Okay, so don't close it. Just leave it.
Yep.
Leave it.
Done.
So at the bottom there, bottom right,
Mm-hmm.
there you see the gear thing, the gears, in the video.
In the video, yes.
Gear, yeah. Click on that. So click on the speed one. So if you were, this guy talks a little slow for me for some of the things, so I put it to 1.5. That's 1.5 seems to keep my attention quicker than somebody.
In this lesson, we're going to be talking very briefly about the basics of what Prometheus is and what it does. Prometheus is an open source tool for monitoring and alerting.
So now he's on
it collects data
speed.
about applications. And
Now he's on speed.
You don't have to play the whole thing, but that's a little
Never
tip.
funny.
That's a little tip for like if you're doing if you watch one of these things and then you just want to do a review. I review it at 1.5 or 2 times. 2 times is a little much, but
It probably depends on the speed of the person speaking. Well, it's like this game. I play a game called Path of Exile with the boys sometimes, and they, as part of the game, you go up to like these tomes, these books, and it opens and it goes and it scrolls up. It doesn't just pop open so you can read the whole thing. It scrolls up, and like if it were in the voice of the video game, it would be Prometheus is an open source monitor, and I haven't heard one story out of the 1,000 stories that I've opened because I can't take it. I have to close it and move on.
So okay, so we'll do a little bit of Linux Academy stuff here. So
right.
One of the things you can do, which I don't use very much but is useful, is you can create a flashcard. So on the right, so the white part right now, go where you were originally parked. Yeah. No. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, somebody made it. Oh, click on that actually. I didn't know somebody's made one already. Oh, that's cool. So somebody's
YAML.
already made a flash
Prometheus configuration format, YAML.
Yeah.
Flag used to determine location. So I guess these are just ones that people have made.
It's a flashcard for learning. So somebody has made.
So this is somebody else's deck.
Correct.
Or like whoever made this deep dive stack.
Correct.
But then if you want to make your own, you go create my first flashcard.
Correct.
Oh, that's so cool. I used to when I went to community services college, I did this.
Yeah. So
I just had a program for studying.
That's built into the thing. I should use it more actually. It's your favorite color, black. Well, doesn't know we're in Canada, but that's okay. Yeah, you might as well say it. Yeah. And then you do, so if you're saving concepts, so say, for example, this is a weird example, but say you were learning stuff for some device, you could make your flashcard devices, right?
Yeah, sure.
So go back to the right part again. There's a few things in there. Click on the notes. Click on notes up at the top.
Can I delete this?
Yeah.
Just delete card. Because I don't want it. Anyway, what were we going to say? Sorry.
Go up to the notes part. So that's the flashcard.
Oh, here, yeah.
And then there's the notes part. So as you're watching it, you could put Prometheus is an open source monitoring tool for visualization, metric, blah, 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 whatever you put in there. but here's the part. So you put your own notes in there. You add one and remove one. I think you just hit enter. It should work.
Well, no, it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work. Okay, so yeah, and then
It's also pretty cool, or whatever. Like, I'm just,
yeah. So that's notes.
and then
for
if I want to
you.
erase them, I can do that too. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if the notes are for per video or per thing. So
Oh, here's
this
a
is
transcript too. That's cool.
yeah, this is really interesting because you can download the transcript. So you remember the thing I was doing with the computer audio?
Mm.
You could actually download the transcript. What I find useful for me, for whatever reason, is if you have the transcript open and you play it, it plays along, like it reads the transcript.
In this lesson, we're going to be talking very briefly about the basics of what
Oh, I
Prometheus
see.
is. And
Yeah, it's like a
yeah. So I find that
teleprompter.
focuses me a little more if I'm having trouble focusing.
Yeah.
Because I can read and hear what they're reading at the same time. And you can also, up beside the search thing there on the right, there's a download. So you could, go back to transcripts.
Oh, here, yeah.
Yeah, there's a download the transcript. So if you click on that, it'll download the transcript to this video.
Okay.
And then puts it as a text file. You don't need to do that. I've never seen the search for, but I guess you can search for a word in there. Oh yeah, try Prometheus. See how many times it shows up.
Yeah, 20 times.
Yeah, that's it. That's cool. Didn't know that was there. And then downloads. Click on downloads.
Yep.
And then you can download the audio.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to download it and put it onto your phone, right?
Yeah.
And listen to it through Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Or just listen to the audio, which is useful.
Yes.
You can do that as well. So very cool little service.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff there. Showing the flashcards, I should actually make some flashcards.
Those flashcards are something like the reasons I was getting 100% when I was doing exams in college is because of flashcards.
Yeah.
Because I would, I just do it till I got them 100% till for like 4 days straight, and then do the exam. I'd leave it 24 hours, and then the exam would be the following day. Go through the flashcard once right before the exams, and nailed them every time.
All right, so go back to the root of the course here. So back, click on that one, yeah. And then usually just stay there. So what I usually do too, and what I plan to do, which I didn't do, what I planned to do was take this outline and build this outline and do my own version. I didn't plan to do this one, but this is fine. Click on let's watch the bird's eye view one. Let's watch the first three, actually, the Prometheus.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Here it comes.
In this lesson, I want to give a basic overview of the architecture of a Prometheus system. Prometheus consists of a variety of components.
This isn't good for... It's going to be confusing for the stream. I forgot about that. Maybe the first time it would be good to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this lesson, I want to give a basic overview of the architecture of a Prometheus system. Prometheus consists of a variety of components, and you don't really even need all of the components if you're not using the features of those components. But the two most basic components of any Prometheus system are the Prometheus server and exporters. So Prometheus server is a central server that gathers metrics and makes them available. An exporter is essentially any agent that exposes data about systems and applications that the Prometheus server is then able to collect. It's important to understand that Prometheus uses a pull model in order to collect metrics from these different exporters. That means that applications don't push data into Prometheus. The Prometheus server actually queries all these different applications in order to pull data from them. So let's take a look at what that architecture looks like visually. So here in the center, we have our Prometheus server. And there's a lot of different components inside that Prometheus server. It has storage, where the metric data is actually going to be stored. Essentially, that Prometheus server is the central component of the entire Prometheus ecosystem. So the Prometheus server is going to collect metrics using that pull data by making requests to exporters. Our exporters are over there on the left. These are different systems and applications that are providing data which the Prometheus server is then able to pull. And it's going to periodically make requests to those exporters in order to pull new data. Prometheus also has a set of components known as client libraries. These are libraries that you can use for different programming languages in order to build your own Prometheus exporter. So let's say you have a custom Java application. You could use the Prometheus Java client library to basically turn your application into a Prometheus exporter so that Prometheus could query that application for data and pull metrics about your Java application. We also have the Prometheus push gateway. Normally, the Prometheus server is only going to pull metrics. It's never going to use a push model. But sometimes you have certain use cases where that push model can be useful. For example, short-lived batch jobs that aren't constantly running, they can't wait for Prometheus server to pull data from them. They need to be able to push data.
All right, so I'm gonna do a random test and a random test for you. So what type of instance would you use in AWS for where a push gateway would make sense if you're going to have short-lived instances?
I have no idea because I wasn't listening to this, and my kids were dropping stuff on the floor, so I had to mute the
Oh,
microphone.
okay, never mind.
So I don't know.
The answer is spot instances.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I actually need to move this back a few seconds.
It's not that exciting.
It's never going to use a push model, but sometimes you have certain use cases where that push model can be useful. For example, short-lived batch jobs that aren't constantly running, they can't wait for Prometheus server to pull data from them. They need to be able to push data so that the job process can finish. And
okay, now that makes
to
sense.
meet
Spot
that
instance
particular use case, Prometheus has a component called the push gateway. It's a separate process from Prometheus server, and it essentially acts as a middleman. So short-lived jobs can push metrics to the push gateway, which then acts as its own exporter, and the Prometheus server can pull those metrics from the push gateway. We also have the Prometheus Alert Manager. Prometheus Alert Manager is responsible for sending out alerts that are triggered by our metric data. Finally, we have a set of visualization tools that provide useful ways to view and interact with your metric data. So if you're going to be building charts and graphs and other ways of looking at your metric data and making decisions, these visualization tools are going to be what you'll use. There are some visualization tools that are part of Prometheus, and there are some that are external tools, such as Grafana. So that's just a basic overview of the architectural components of the Prometheus ecosystem. As you proceed through this course, we're going to be talking in more detail about each one of these individual components, and you'll even have a chance to interact and work with these different parts of the Prometheus environment. So in this lesson, we talked about a basic overview of the Prometheus architecture. We talked about Prometheus server and how it interacts with exporters using that pull model for pulling metric data. And we even briefly went through this architectural diagram, which comes from the Prometheus documentation, in order to provide a brief overview of these different components that we're going to be talking about throughout the remainder of the course. That's all for this lesson. See you in the next one.
So I like how this guy wrap these things up. So if you're actually going through this course at the bottom there, it's not on the screen, you say mark as complete and move on to the next one. Some of them have checkboxes and some of them don't have checkboxes. How short is this one?
In this lesson, I want
to yeah, you don't need to watch this one. I can do this one. Go, can you go to the Prometheus website? the first tab. You actually have it in the first tab there. Yeah, and where is it? Click on Docs. Click on Docs. All right. You scroll down. I want to look for that diagram in here. I think it's on this page. Scroll through this page. Yeah, there it is.
The architecture.
So that's the exact diagram that we were just looking at. And so,
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm learning this for a reason. But one of the things that has been told to me, which I kind of agree with, is this is Cloudwatch. Right? This does all the exact same things as Cloudwatch does. Cloudwatch is a metrics aggregator, which pulls metrics from the machines and puts them into a repository and gives you a graphical representation of them. You can search them and see your spikes and stuff, and also at certain thresholds a CloudWatch alert will trigger a pager duty. So I believe that CloudWatch either started as or is Prometheus under the hood.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm going through all this deep dive stuff and I'm like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. So if you just change the words here from Prometheus to Cloudwatch,
yeah,
it all fits. So, can we? I'm just gonna poke around here and see if there's anything interesting on this on the documentation website. Does it not fit? That's what they were talking about. Can you click on visualizations there?
that's not. But that's weird.
Didn't it go? You got to click on one of the things, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Click on the expression browser, the first one. Well, that's all it says.
The expression browser is available at /graph.
Yeah, so that's part of the thing. Useful queries, use Grafana, console templates. Okay, console templates is another thing. Okay, nothing of interest there. So go to Grafana. Actually, go back to Grafana. So I don't know if I showed you this when we were going over.
Nope, I don't think so.
Stuff with CloudWatch, but this is Grafana is an add-on that seems to go with Prometheus, where you can check all your data. So these are visual representations of your metric data over time, right? So I think I can't really see what those are, but it was low at some point, whatever they are, and then your system started to get used more, and then it went up, and then it stabilized, right? And then there's HTTP requests. One of the things, I guess that's just visualization. Visualization is visualization. Can you go back in the documentation? Go back. All right. Let's see. So that's that one. And then can you click on alerting?
Yep.
And then just click on alerting overview. Alert manager. Click on alert manager. Not much on the first one, hey?
Nope.
So yeah, this is a lot of text that I don't want to read. Just
Yeah, this is
This
is in the weeds.
I don't want to do deep dive. Yeah. Okay. Can you, just click on best practices, see if there's anything interesting in there. That's usually just white papers.
That's just metric and
Metric
labels.
naming, yeah. This is all. See, the funny thing is,
It's all important. This is all good information, but it's just not
Yeah.
not that interesting.
so say TOA had a bunch of systems, a network system, and they wanted to monitor their network and see how they're using their resources and stuff. You guys could install this on your network. I'm sure they have something along these lines already, probably a commercial one. But Prometheus is a good option to know, and another good thing to just have in the dialogue. It's like, oh yeah, I know Prometheus. Oh yeah, monitoring, push gateway. Do you know the difference between push and pull, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, go back to the Linux Academy one.
And that's just because of Git.
Yeah.
So
Go back to the Linux Academy.
I'm trying to think if I can say this on stream without getting in trouble. Because we had our launch week. Let me just say that the timing of our doing these streams and me learning cloud with you was very, very good for my value at the company, because of the direction the company has announced from headquarters that they're going to get to by 2030.
Yeah, I
So,
already know what that is. I already know.
Well, one of them, but the thing is like the whole, like, I can't say that actually. The term, the Internet of Things, was brought up.
Yeah.
That's the direction they're heading. That's all I'm going to say. So it's cool. It's good.
Yeah, IoT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. If you can spell IoT, you're fully funded, like that.
Yeah. Correct.
I'm only slightly kidding. It's a sad thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know if you want to do some IoT stuff in parallel with this.
Well, like over time, it's not. It has to do with our product line, obviously, because they're a manufacturer.
So that's it. Okay. Well, here, that's more interesting than Prometheus. So let's do go to search.
The Googs.
No, the Linux Academy search, that one, yeah, and type IoT. There you go. There's an Azure IoT. If you scroll down through there's probably AWS IoT, collecting IoT.
Lots of Azure.
Lots of Azure stuff.
Google Cloud, cutting edge. AWS at the bottom. There's just one.
Practice exam. I'm surprised there's not more AWS IoT stuff. Try AWS IoT.
Yeah, it's okay. Same one, just that one. Mm-hmm.
The one that's surprising to me. What else would you search for?
Hold on. Maybe.
Try the actual words. Internet of Things. Same deal.
Let me just check. Just maybe that. So Google Cloud, AWS certified developer.
Yeah. So it's just part of it, which is good. Where's that? Oh wait, go back up. The green one. It's the green one.
Creating a proxy server.
Proxy server. No, that's not a good one. Okay, try the Google. Try the Googles.
The Googs.
Yeah, try the Googles.
Yeah,
that AWS certified developer one probably has a very good.
Your voice is so similar to mine that you've activated my phone.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, say hey Google. Sorry, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Hey, go.
Hey Google.
No, I didn't work that time. Okay, it's just weird. You must have just had the right inflection.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What are the googs? Goog.
the
That's
Googs.
probably one. It was probably you.
I probably said Google and don't remember.
Yeah. Any one of those is a good thing. The hands-on with hands-on IoT with GCP. That's probably a really good one. The one on the very top there. Hands-on IoT, 2 up from where you are. That one, yeah. That's probably a really good one. Just click on that one. Because the concepts are the same, right? It doesn't matter which cloud provider. The IoT concepts are the same. So that's probably a really good one to go over if you guys are going in that direction.
And definitely because I want to. This one looks good to me because I want to look at the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of the things that they do. So in the training, and maybe we can find one in the next thing we're gonna do. But you can make anything an IoT device, right? Obviously.
Yep.
Or not anything. You can't make you could make a football an IoT device, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Why you would, I don't know. But you can make a Raspberry Pi IoT device. You can make an Arduino, any single board computer. You can make an IoT device. We actually had one Annika called Iotanium, which you could buy one. It was like a starter kit for IoT.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, just put that on your to-do list. But you can always find those once you log in there. The searching is easy. I don't actually bookmark anything. I just research it, not research it. Research.
Yeah, got you. Oh man.
Is that your hands? Is that your hands or is that fake hands?
What do you mean?
You got a camera on your keyboard.
Oh, I do? Oh man, that's weird. Yeah, it's my hands. There's a little delay on it though. There's a 1200 millisecond delay. If I use that camera for my face camera, the 1200 millisecond delay, it will lip sync. But if the other camera doesn't have a delay on it, the hands will be off for what I'm actually doing.
Yeah, that's all good. I think you can bookmark this in here too somehow, like save for later.
I'm making a to-do list here for nerd things that I want to do.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with this, but
that's all good. We're cross learning here a little bit.
Yeah. We're just gonna do documents. Nerd to-do list.
But yeah, this is a super useful resource.
Yep.
As far as learning anything, like if you want to learn Linux basics, like I was asking you, so that thing I was talking to you about hooking up your other computer.
Yeah.
Your other Linux computer.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I was talking about is setting up something called a headless server, right?
Yeah.
So you turn that computer on, it's Linux, and you put a username in there, similar to IM user, but you put a Linux user in there.
Yep.
And you hook up a keyboard and monitor to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you turn it on and you disconnect the keyboard and monitor. And what they call that is a headless server. So it doesn't have a monitor, right? But you can still log into it. So that's what I was asking you about. Can you SSH into it? And for older computer like that, older Linux computer, Probably the best use case for you would be like backup storage. Make it like a network drive where you can store stuff on it.
That's a good idea.
Backup.
I think there's a 500 gigabyte hard drive. It's a not a solid state drive, whatever the
Magnetic.
yeah, whatever it's called. It's a drive that spins.
500K and it makes the click 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 sound when it breaks.
Oh yeah, but it would be good. It would be good to have like my new computer as the 500 gigabyte. It's the weirdest, most powerful computer I've ever had that makes absolutely no sound that I can hear anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's only like 2 fans in it.
Actually, speaking of that, I wonder what my speed is here because it doesn't sound crazy loud. Okay, something's going on? What is going on here? So I got one of these fan thingies, right, for going under the laptop instead of putting the the cold pack underneath each time.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, my power is not plugged in. Hang on, that's not good.
Whoa, my CPU is hot.
Battery's dying. Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Got something going on with my power.
There
you go. I just noticed my battery was getting pretty low there.
Well,
this is your motherboard.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, mine's an MSI too. Mine's really old MSI though. So, I was watching. It's just completely. We'll have an ADD moment here. I was watching some of your videos, and most of the views had were on the build machine thingy, right? Yeah. So, one of the things, eventually too, I was watching some game thing. One of on your nerd to-do list, find video games that people with simulator sickness can play.
Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely not the train game.
No, the train game was not. No, the train game wasn't. No. There was one There was one I was watching that you were doing, which is like a risk game, like Dig Dug. Don't remember what game that was, but I can play that game, or I can at least watch it.
Oh, that's on the PS4. That's Hollow Knight.
It was like
that one's fun. It's frustrating at first, but it gets fun after a while. But even that, like, I've got to watch it. Like, there's so much stuff that can contribute to that simulator sickness, which is your eyes are fatigued. Like, if you've been on screens all day,
which is every day,
especially the work these days. Like, you've been on screens all day, and then going to do that right after being on the screen all day. But even or just being tired generally, having too much caffeine. It's best for me to play video games in the morning.
Yeah. So let's just walk through let's finish up this part with the Linux Academy. Just sort of go through. So just going to go through the top black bar there, the home, training, playground, quick training, hands-on. Home is, I think home is just like your latest things that you're on.
Oh, okay, like continue where you left off.
Your recent courses, and I haven't put my certification in here, but I do have one that I could put in here. And if you click on the down thing, it looks like a quick menu to everything on home. Hover over home there. Did it not? Oh, it's the training one. Okay, so home is just that one. Yeah, training one is. Go back. Just hover over the training one. Don't click anything.
Yeah, I'm hovering.
So so there's all the things there. So AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Linux, security.
Oh yeah, there's sub. If there's a sub, there's a sub.
This is what I was talking about too for picking your lane, right? There are some people that do nothing but containers. All they want to do is focus on containers. There are some people, all they want to do is big data. So all they focus on is big data, right? I'd actually suggest that you do some Linux basics to just get some basic Linux stuff. So don't go like being Linux certified isn't as big as it used to be.
Yeah,
But
true.
what's the CompTIA one? Cloud Essentials, yeah. I'm gonna go. So go back. Sorry, I'm gonna. So yeah, so that's that one. You can search through all this stuff. That's like how you would browse instead of searching for something you were looking for.
Yeah.
So click on playground up on the top side. So Playground is you can set up your own servers in that Cloud Playground.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Right, so you don't actually have to have an AWS account and make Linux instances. If you just wanted to get in and fire up a virtual machine, you can fire up a virtual machine from this. And I've never used this either, but I think it's you go in there and you want let's click on it. I've never been in here.
Which one, the playground?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Take a tour. Never seen it before. Playground servers, yeah, got it. Select your distribution, got it. Is that it?
Select which one of these you want.
Yeah. So just pick one. Pick Amazon Linux too. Here you go. Doesn't matter which one.
Where'd you see it? Amazon Linux? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Verify as own.
Yeah.
Be North America. Size.
So you kind of know what you're doing here, right?
Yeah, just selecting availability zone. So do I want a small?
Small, yeah. These are all free, right?
Tag your instance. Yeah, it's because it's just practice.
No, it's free. It's free as with the subscription.
Oh, I see. Tag your instance to make it easier to find. Okay, well, I'll be excited and call it server.
Yeah.
Create your server button once you have selected all of your desired options.
Yeah. I think you're actually making a server now.
Yeah, so servers page, after you create a server, you'll return to the servers page. All right, all your basic information is displayed here.
Yeah. So it's spinning up your EC2 Amazon Linux server right now for you.
On the left side of your servers bar, the quick action buttons, menu, delete, and start and stop. Status icon, if the server is ready, start or stop. Wait until the server is ready to continue the tour.
This shouldn't take that long.
So when it says started, it'll be ready. So
Yeah.
when the EC2 instance is started, this should pop up and say next. Like I should be able to click it.
Yeah. So
Just give it a few seconds.
So the reason you know that what it's doing is because we did all this stuff manually.
Yeah.
So all the things that are logging into your EC2 or logging into your thing and then picking an instance and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's doing all of that stuff for you. I imagine it's infrastructure as code, right? So you make your selections and then it goes, okay, got it, and then spins up your EC2 instance. Because I've never actually used it, I don't know if it kills it on you or if you make a server, if it keeps it forever.
Either ready.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long.
Select the servers panel to see more information. It's the credentials. Temporary password. Note the default username. The older username user had been deprecated and will stop working on July 1st.
Yeah.
Copy your temporary password.
Yeah.
Web terminal link. Use this button to log in and reset your default password. It will open a web-based terminal for your server.
Yeah.
There's your public IP, and IP6. Host names, DNS, automatic shutdown. Your server will continue running until the time zone. Stop your server. You can stop your server by clicking this button. Once you're finished with your server, you can delete it and reclaim your units using this button.
Oh, so you must have an amount of units that you can use per month or something.
Okay, so we can delete it.
Yeah, you don't need to log into it. You've logged into EC2 instance before.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I've seen all this. Oh, that's cool, but it shows all... I'm not going to unhighlight it, but it has all this here.
Yeah.
Just shows you what happened, which is great.
Yeah, the event thing.
And yeah, just so that we get everything back.
That's cool. So that's if you're just messing around with something.
Great.
Doing a lab thing.
With your playground.
Yeah, and then quick training. Quick training, I think, just searches for things on, just for quick, little short ones that you can do, little short courses. I'm sure this is based on your search results.
Yeah, this looks like, like the same thing as search. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's labs.
Hands-on labs is interesting because all it is all this shows you is just the hands-on labs, which is really cool. Let's see if we can. Actually, launching an EC2 instance would be a good one in the VPCs. Click on that one. So, it says the thing on. See how there has a drop down under the learning objectives on the right hand side. There, yeah, and click on the arrow there. So there's the instructions of what you need to do. You don't need to click it, but if you click Start Lab, it actually brings up an EC2 thing for you to go through all of these things.
So, yeah.
Hi, Uncle Scott.
There's a solution video. Hi, Archie.
Yeah. He's waving.
So that's that. And then learning paths I've never looked at. And then community I've never really looked at either. But just click on them to see what they are.
So we can.
Okay. All right. You said hi to Uncle Scott, so you need to go back upstairs, okay? Say bye, Uncle Scott. Okay, Zoe, your turn. Yeah, bring your water with you. Say wave hi. 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 Okay, no, you had your turn. Now go back upstairs, okay? You came down and said hi. You had your adventure. Love you, Zoe. Bye. The curls on the back of her head look just like Mom's when she was in her 20s. It's really weird.
We should have one for them one day.
The stream.
Yeah, just for them.
Yeah.
See how long they see how long they get bored. See how long it takes for them to get bored.
Well, teach them computer stuff. I do intend to do that.
Yeah, my only question. So the Lego, the Lego starter kit thingy,
Yep.
the robotics one.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if he's old enough yet. I know you're old enough.
Yep.
No.
All right, so we're back here.
Yeah. So just click Learning Paths. That's the labs. The labs. Actually, click Start Lab. Screw it. Click Start Lab. Start Lab. So, yeah. So that's already done the thing. So it's similar to the playground. It's automatically made a lab for you.
Mm.
And if you play the videos.
Hello, I'm Keisha Williams. Welcome to the ACG Hands-On Lab launching an
That's very cool.
Yeah, don't play the whole thing, but
I'm not.
If you wanted to learn this, and you've learned all this stuff already,
Yeah.
if you want to do a review of this. I didn't do the diagram with you, which I probably should have. But,
It's just introduction, though.
Yeah. So, what do they call this? Just-in-time learning or just-in-time training. Just-in-time training. So if you want to learn something, somebody brings up something in a meeting on Friday. Say, hey, blah, 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 blah. We're going to blah, 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 IoT, blah, 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 blah. And then you go, okay, can I increase my value to the company?
I just have to pause. I need to.
Okay.
The kids, hold on a sec.
Gosh, darn it.
So it's really weird when you talk to your boy in a calm voice and he just listens to you the first time.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Okay, so that's a lab. There's a
Okay.
solution video for every lab.
Yeah, and this looks familiar from when I did do it, and it's a good reminder. And you're right,
Yeah.
though, like in the like particularly in the meeting on Friday, because I
Yeah.
had my company suggestion was embrace the cloud
Yeah.
and just add these devices and programming to make our existing equipment line function better, so we can sell more.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like both the product development guys, as Corey was saying,
Nice.
when they got onto their thing, because he's got a really good idea there. And then my boss was, yeah, Corey's idea, like is like
Oh, yeah, that's good.
it was very very solid, and I could talk about it competently because of doing these streams, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. So value it, and I knew. So old Muckford, when we started doing this, kind of knew.
Yeah,
And I knew that was it's not when that's going to happen, or not if that's going to happen. It's when it's going to happen, and
yeah,
it's so it feels so much better to not be talking out of your butt holes.
yeah. It feels good to it definitely does. It um it feels
And
good
also,
to it feels good to contribute and to be ahead of the curve, you know.
yeah,
It's very
Yeah,
nice. It's a good feeling.
yeah, and it's always good to get somebody. You say something and people pick up on it. It's like, oh yeah, it's a good idea. And then, oh yeah, Corey's idea is a good idea. And then it's like, well, let's get a budget for that. It's like, yeah, okay. I don't know if they said that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they did.
Well, they were. It's talked about.
Yeah.
And the thing is like because my colleague that moved from my department to under another manager, and that's a new position. He's in, which is awesome. Within our organization here, he's already AWS certified.
Yeah, you're telling me that guy.
And he knows his stuff, man. Like about AWS. It's very cool. He's very, very advanced.
Yeah, so that's good. So you can have a similar, or not a, you have a conversation with them.
Well, yeah, and it's sort of the interesting thing too, though. Like if I stay in the product support position for the time being, that they're going to be developing in AWS, and I'm going to be able to be part of their conversation. And then when new product lines come out, I'll be able to just as a support technician to say, hey, I know how this works.
Just having something, it's like, well, how are we going to know how much that's going to cost? It's like, oh, well, there's this thing called Cost Explorer.
Well, yeah, exactly. And we had that conversation. And then my colleague already pulled that up. It's like, yeah, it's right here. Look at this.
Yeah, that guy brought it up. Yeah.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. That makes me feel good. But the real question is, when does that affect the paycheck? Am I right, Mugford?
Well, it's good. I'm not one
step at a time. I know.
At the current time, I'm not working at this job for the money. I'm working I'm working there because of the culture, I guess, is because I like the culture, and you can't beat the commute. But
you can't beat the commute, and the more it's when it's the old thing that I did, and it's the reason I make what I make now is spend the time becoming more valuable.
Yeah.
And eventually, somebody will pay you that.
Well, yeah.
If it's that company, great.
Well, yeah, exactly. Hold on. I'm just trying to go to my library. That's weird. Music.
All right, I think we're done with Linux Academy. The last one is the community, which is just talking to other people, which is kind of interesting. Just click on the community one when you're done, whatever you're doing there.
Yeah, one sec.
And then we'll switch to the cloud practitioner one.
Maybe that's off screen here.
Thank you for indulging me on the Prometheus one. I think you'll be. I don't know if you'll ever be. That's my life, though, right?
Yeah.
That whole monitoring and visualization and alerting. That's my entire job, almost.
Good. Okay, so no, that's good. So I can minimize that. Sorry, and what was the last thing? Community?
I just click on community.
Oh, cancel.
We skip learning paths. I don't know what learning paths is.
I'll skip on it.
The learning paths. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
yeah, okay.
It's learning paths for jobs.
Right. So, yeah. See, that would be not a bad one to take a look at. Is the Linux ones? Where was I saw Linux? I saw a good one there for you. Linux. Linux professional. Where was it? All things Docker. Web service. Yeah, Linux system administrator. That one. Even though it's a legacy one, that probably wouldn't be a bad course to go through. Not deep, but just peruse it.
Well, it's just like any of the old courses you want to go through. Or like you want to go through it. Like I know a little about Java script that I don't really need to know.
Just because they say legacy too doesn't mean that they're bad.
Well, same thing. Like my most of the equipment that I work with at work that I have to support is analog, and it's one of the it's one of the things that makes it reliable. So and you know, a lot of contractors and electrical companies work with us, and then because they wind up being the people having to put the PA in.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they understand circuits because they're electricians. You know, and they just go, okay, so it works like this, and you have to speak in electrician terms, but that's about and the weird thing for them is that's about to change. That's about to get way more complicated.
Yeah.
So which bodes well for my department, for if I get promoted or pushed into another team.
Yeah.
I'll
the cloud team.
Yeah, well, that's what I think is going to happen, honestly. And then
it's perfect. Kind of that was my unwritten objective the whole time.
Yeah,
you can run the DevOps department, or the cloud department, which is the same thing. They changed us from DevOps to. So just click on community. I think it's just Slack and Stack Overflow and stuff.
Interact with students, Slack, and instructor site support.
Yeah, so that's it. All right, so I sent you a link in the chat. We're gonna switch now. You can close this one. Link in the Zoom chat. So I don't remember. I need to use the bathroom real quick. But
okay, yeah, let's go.
Make you a certification account. I think we did, right?
Yeah, and I totally haven't used it since then.
Okay. Well, we'll go through one second.
All right, I will be here.
I'll be right back.
All right, I'll put it on pause. I'm gonna get some water. Oh.
All right, nothing in here.
All right, we're back.
Hey, can you stop the sharing of the sound, the computer sound?
Yep.
Please. Please. Thank you, sir. Okay. So you probably still have this in your LastPass if you're logged into LastPass. So click on sign in on here. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah. And then you have it in your LastPass. Yeah. And this one you don't have MFA in because it's just training.
Mm-hmm.
It's your certification account. This isn't your login account. So in the search thing, search for training, type IoT. Right there, yeah. There you go. There's all your AWS specific. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a IoT security security primer. Predictive maintenance is one that's kind of interesting for what you are doing with the cameras and stuff. I don't know if you have cameras that monitor equipment. Okay. Well, one of the things that one of the use cases that they had for the IoT predictive maintenance was taking one of the cameras using, I can't remember the service name, but you have it watch a machine, right? And then it looks for or listens for things that the machine doesn't make. The best one on there for you probably is the introduction to AWS IoT. Bottom left corner. That one, yeah.
Oh, just 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need to watch that because we're going to do the thing. I just wanted to show you this. But in the search bar, back up to the search bar thingy. But yeah, that's search chat. Type cloud practitioner. So there's the AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials, right? Actually, sorry, put exam prep at the end of that. So Cloud Practitioner space exam prep. That's what I'm after. Do we have? Okay, so. Okay. All right. Readiness. So I think so. What I was looking for the certified one, probably the Cloud Practitioner Essentials is probably the one that you'd want.
Hang on. I just was hoping that would work.
Yeah. I can't. The one I found was for the solution architect one.
I figured it would be these two here. Like,
Yeah. I
don't know if that's the same.
I think they're the same. Yeah. Oh, sorry. One's e-learning and one. This is one.
What that you have to sign up for?
Yeah.
It's be there with an instructor.
Instructor-led. I think the blue ones are instructor-led and the green ones are self-paced. This one.
That one's in a classroom live. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Let it sit there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do one for them.
Yeah.
Tell them that when we're done, it's like we'll do one. I'm always busy on Sundays. We'll do one with you guys, okay? Like that.
Sure.
'Cause I don't want to be the bad. There's a. I don't want to be the bad guy.
Oh, they're,
I know they're driving everybody's crazy. I'm starting to go crazy.
no, it's, they just need to listen to their mom
Oh yeah.
because they're not listening to her. And she came down, she didn't even know she was down here.
Oh yeah.
And she's not listening to me. And normally if she's down here and I tell her to be quiet, she stays quiet. But today she was just started,
Not
you
bad.
could hear her just yammering.
So go back one. Click on the green one up on the top left corner there. I think the green ones are e-learning, which means you can start. So click on resume. I think.
Oh yeah, I did. I actually was doing this course. So I completely forgot about this training. To be honest.
Welcome to the cloud world.
Yeah.
Kids, I do that all the time. I was like, oh yeah, forgot I did this. There's code I write that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I wrote that.
Yeah, it's weird. I've already noticed that, and even doing like my jobs that like my actual job right now, I'm finding that all the time. Yeah, I was working on that.
Like you did that. Like,
Or that's a weird thing. Like I got certified on making, like there's a control software company called Kramer that I got certified in as a programmer, and I'm like, great, I'm gonna learn to program this. I almost have this done. No, I need you to do this because we're going back to the office this week, and I haven't been able to touch it since.
Yeah.
And then can you finish this now?
Yeah. So
No, I don't remember how to do it.
I'm gonna get dude. Like you gotta let me finish these things.
And then like I want to work on this. You need to work on that, but I'm not going to give you time to work on that.
All right. So one of the terms that you're gonna hear more and more and more and more as they start to go cloud. So you probably want to talk to me. So I spend a lot of time on doing something called cloud native, and you can talk to the guys with the guy in the department. He'll know what you're talking about with the cloud native development.
Yeah.
So you design your apps or you design your thing to run in the cloud first. It's not something that runs on a server and then you move it into the cloud, right? So it's you design things cloud native, so it will only work in the cloud. It won't work anywhere else. Right?
So look at my keyboard.
Yeah.
What color is that? The cup.
I can't really see that. That looks like a yellow.
Yellow? Right? Now look at my face when I bring to drink.
Oh, it's black.
It's the green screen. So why is this bright yellow color? And you know what color my Elgato screen is? That's weird.
Yellow and green are pretty close in the color wheel.
Apparently these are.
Yeah.
It's
From
a
the
perfect green.
bit of color, my little bit of color thing, yellow and green are adjacent, I believe.
Apparently there's lots of yellow in the green behind me. but it's
Yeah.
different enough that it's making it. You can still see the texture on the top.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, that's interesting. Sorry, I was listening to what you were saying, but it just caught my attention.
That's all right. I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
I don't know. Let's do the tutorial dojo.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh yeah. So this is all I wanted to show you was just a reminder of this.
Yeah, that is a good reminder.
When you're ready to go take the actual test, taking the course final assessment there at the end, probably well worth it.
Yeah, I imagine that I would, at this point, I would start picking up a lot of the stuff in here.
Yeah, you've got most of this just by the way you're going through the tutorial dojo. So let's finish up with the tutorial dojo. Oh, right. So, one of the things that we haven't done, which I highly suggest you do on this one, which I'm going to do as well.
Yep.
Get a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Not that paper. Get a piece of paper. Put it beside you. Write notes. Because when you actually go to take the test, you're allowed to have a piece of paper beside you with notes. And you write down things, and for whatever reason, writing it down makes it more focused. But I need a pen, which is not beside my desk right now. So find a pen. Okay, I found a pencil. Good enough.
Fair enough.
Alright, now I need to change this so I can see this properly because it's way too small for me, but that's my fault, not your fault. So I'll go to 100% size and that should be good enough.
All right.
Yeah,
So, do you want to do a review mode again?
yeah. Let's do review mode.
Okay, so
Do a
we
review
did
mode, but we'll do a review mode, but we'll pretend it's a real mode.
review mode set 1 last time because we
I
were
think we
starting
did
with
one,
it.
yeah. Let's do.
We'll do 2 this week.
And we passed just barely.
Yeah, we got 80.9%. If I remember right.
Thought it was 70 something.
No, it was 80.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad, I think.
80 is a pass.
All right.
A 79 is a fail.
Right.
But some of them were like in the 70s. That's why it dropped. Like, I don't remember which one. Anyway,
All right.
well, that was weird. Which of the following is one of the benefits of migrating your systems from an on-premises data center to AWS clouds?
All right. What are they not?
Well, it's not number 1.
Not number 3. Yeah, it's not absolutely free. It's not number 3. And it's not number 2. So this is one of the things that I learned from taking these tests. When you eliminate what it's not, you find out what it is.
Yeah, and it is that one.
I don't think we need to review that one. That's pretty big.
Nope. I already know. I already got that one. The IT security team needs to conduct a vulnerability analysis on your application servers to ensure that the EC2 instances comply with the annual security IT audit. You need to set up automated security assessment service to provide the security and compliance of your applications. The solution should automatically assess applications for exposure, vulnerabilities, and deviations from AWS best practices. Which of the following options would satisfy this requirement?
Yeah. Well, AWS WAF is a web application firewall. So
Yeah.
it's just a firewall.
And it's not Snowball because Snowball's a storage thing.
Snowball storage thing. Nice.
It's not CloudFront. So that's
So
being
it's not
said.
a WAF, and it's not Snowball, and it's not CloudFront. Let's just do that. Let's just say what it's not for each one. Seems to work pretty good.
Okay, in AWS, which of the following is design principle that you should implement when designing your cloud architecture? Tightly couple your components. No.
Always. You always
Utilize
use-
free or open source software. No.
No.
Always use large servers to anticipate increased usage.
No.
No. Use multiple availability zones.
It seems to be
Yes.
working pretty well. So knowing what it's not is just as important as knowing what it is.
Yep. A customer has a number of on-demand instances running simultaneously to serve customer transactions. Occasionally, most of these instances do not perform any tasks when demand is low. What is a good cost optimization strategy to implement for this case?
Do not perform any task.
I need to read that again too.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I think I'm just guessing it's this one, but create a script that would automatically shut down an instance when utilization is low.
Yeah. That's not it. That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Use spot instances instead of on-demand instances.
This is a maybe. This is a maybe.
Scale up the instances to a higher instance type to reduce the number of instances running at a time. That doesn't make sense to me.
That's a no. So it's between two.
That's a no.
Three.
Implement an auto scaling group to control the number of running instances at a time.
How does that solve the problem?
A customer has a number of on-demand instances running simultaneously to serve customer transactions. Occasionally, most of these instances do not perform any tasks when demand is low. What is a good cost optimization strategy to implement for this case?
I think it's that one.
You think it's this one?
Yeah, because it's cost. The reason I think it's that one is because it's the cheapest, right?
Yeah, because an auto scaling group's more expensive.
Correct. And so what is a good cost optimization strategy? Creating a scaling group is sort of right,
Yeah.
but the way that the question is worded, I think it's spot instances.
All right. Nope.
Oh, you were right. Damn it.
Well, let's find out why.
I know. It's because of on-demand.
Amazon EC2 auto scaling helps you maintain, but what's the cost? It's a budget thing throwing us off here.
Yeah.
Helps you maintain application availability and allows you to add automatically or remove EC2 instances according to conditions you define. You can use the fleet management. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. I know it. I know it does.
That's okay.
But spot instances is incorrect since this might affect your application. Spot instances can be terminated anytime the bid price changes. I don't know what that means.
So spot instances are used. You can put a bid price in where they have unused. It's like an auction kind of.
Oh, I see.
Unused resources, and you have a bid, and it's like a stock market thing. When the bid price changes, I agree to pay this much.
Yeah.
For this instance, when it gets to this price, right?
Okay.
And if it's not, if the price is, if the bid price is over than what I agreed to pay,
Yeah.
it'll kill my instance, right?
Yeah,
So-
gotcha.
So what I was trying to debate there was, and I was reading stuff that wasn't there, right?
Mhm.
I know that spot instances can be terminated at any time. And
Okay, and then the thing is, it says though it might be cost effective, which is what we're looking at for.
Yeah.
But it also affects your operations, or can.
Right, and that's the piece that I was. So I was focused more on the
cost.
I was focused on the cost and
Okay.
not the application. So I was reading stuff that wasn't there.
Yeah,
which
good
is-
enough. Which of the following tasks are the sole responsibility of AWS based on the shared responsibility model? Well, it's not patch management. It's not implementing IAM policies. It's not applying Amazon S3 bucket policies.
Yeah,
Therefore,
you're-
it's physical and
you already got
environmental
that.
controls.
You went right there. It's good.
Okay.
Moving on. Oh,
Which of the following are the two best practices that can help secure AWS resources using the IAM service? Select two.
yeah, these are basic. Where's the MFA? Use the inline policy. No. Lock away your AWS account user access keys.
Yeah, because you want people to not use the root. You want people to work in the IM, right? So unless I like, I don't know what use inline policies instead of customer most privilege doesn't make sense.
No.
I honestly don't know what a bastion host is.
A bastion host is a jump box, which is you log into your thing, but it has nothing to do with IAM. And inline policies is that doesn't make sense. The first one doesn't make sense. I think you're right here.
Because that's what you told me to do. Like, basically, it's like you set up your root account, and then
never log in,
and then set up your own IAM account.
Yeah,
and that has like you're an admin, right? But this is the following best practice that helps secure your AWS resources using the service. So I think it's these two. Because I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that, and I don't think it's that.
I think you're right. I think that's right. Yeah. Lock away is a weird word though, but I don't know what lock away means.
Oh well, you just leave them. You lock away. You don't give them to anybody. It's just you. It's just yours.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't share your keys. It's bad.
Yeah, and you and I both get hung up on the definitions of words.
100% we do.
Yeah, so it's which is weird because it's a symptom of a specific type of anxiety.
Oh,
isn't that fun? Once you know that, it's like, oh, once I know that, and then I can let things go more when people use the wrong word.
That was funny because we were doing a thing, doing like a stupid happy hour thing. It's like, if you had a farm animal, what type of farm animal would you have live in your house? And I'm like, hobby farm or industrial farm? So, yeah, not wrong.
Oh, that was weird.
All right, you got that one. I just gotta go next.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. It's just my computer did something weird. Which services help you to create a highly available and scalable web app in the cloud?
Yeah.
Well, it's not AppStream, it's not CloudFront, and it's not Cloudwatch.
Yeah. Now.
Yep.
Elastic load balancer.
One of those. Duck, duck, duck. Which of the following cloud practices reinforces the use of service-oriented architecture design principle? Well, shit. Fuck. Service-oriented.
Reinforcing service.
These are... Yeah.
Architecture. This is a weird one.
Yeah, well, because those are all things that you want to do in design. Yeah. But service-oriented architecture.
This is where that thing you're talking about comes in handy, because these are all the designs. What's the S, service-oriented architecture design principle? I don't know what that means. Decouple your components. Parallel design for a bag. Well, just from the words, I would pick decouple your components, but
that's what I was thinking too, just a minute ago.
It's my guess. It's a guess. I don't know what.
Yeah, well, that's what I would guess too.
No,
that's right.
There we go. So, what is service-oriented architecture?
That's a thing. The cloud reinforces service-oriented architecture design principle that the more loosely coupled the components of the system, the bigger and better it scales.
But they're all right.
So, it's called the other way that they say it is loose coupling, right? But these are the various best practices that you can follow. The notable ones are the 4 that are listed here. They're all here. And decouple your components. The key is to build components that do not have tight dependencies on each other.
Yeah, got that part.
So the other components in the system are built so it's continuing to work. So if your one thing fails, the other thing picks up.
Okay, why are the other ones wrong then?
You can build... Yeah, actually. Well, we understand that. Think parallel is incorrect because this just internalizes the concept of parallelization, which designing architectures in the cloud, it advocates to not only implement parallelization wherever possible, but also automate it, because the cloud allows you to create a repeatable process easily, and elasticity is incorrect, because this is primarily implemented by automating your deployment process and streaming the configuration and build process of your architecture, ensuring the stream can scale without human intervention. It is designed for failure is incorrect, because it only encourages you to be a pessimist when designing architectures in the cloud, assuming things will fail. In other words, you should always design, implement, and deploy for automated recovery from failure.
That's just go with the answer that you.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just go next.
Service-oriented architecture. All right. Which of the following services are part of the AWS serverless platform that does not require provisioning, maintaining?
Oh, we had this one. Wait.
Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm still thinking.
Well, I know Lambda server, Lambda Edge is a thing. It's a trick, I think.
So that server.
EMR is, huh?
So this is server.
That's serverless.
It is serverless.
Yeah, Lambda serverless.
Yeah.
That is.
Let me undo these.
So EMR is Elastic MapReduce. That's a managed service. Cloud Search. Cloud Search. Elastic Cache is also a managed service. API Gateway. Oh, API Gateway is one of them. Yeah, API Gateway and Lambda Edge. Pretty sure.
Nice. Okay.
You want to know why?
Well, sure.
Okay, so Lambda Edge. Well, I'll just read. Yeah, just read why.
All the other options, Cloud Search, Elasticache, and EMR are incorrect, because you still need to choose which type of EC2 instance will be used for running these services, as well as the scaling capability.
Yeah.
So those are all serverless. Every one of those answers is serverless. Because it says it's incorrect, because you still need to choose, which implies that they're all serverless. Because you have to choose your
in a cloud thing. So
but
the reason I got that one was because last week I got the fully managed and managed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So here's API Gateway, Amazon Cloudwatch.
Yeah. You might end up using API Gateway in your solution, by the way.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know what your solution is, it'll probably have API Gateway.
Yeah, we don't.
Fully managed source control service is code commit. I mean,
which is a fully managed source control service that allows you to host Git-based repositories to enable collaboration for your team via pull, request, branching, and merging. So it's not code deploy, it's not code build, it's not code start.
Yeah, it's code commit. Code commit is their Git. Code commit is AWS's.
Code commit is Git.
Yeah.
Commit is Git.
Commit to Git. It's kind of funny actually, because in code, now that you know a little bit about Git, code commit kind of gives it away, right? A little bit. And that's not a false flag. So that's cool. Code commit's interesting because it's a good repository for doing in stuff where you don't have to go outside to get Git. But some pieces, the GitHub actually has better integration than code commit, which is weird. But anyway, it's another thing. VPC.
Yeah, I would have got that. or sorry, not gateway, VPC. I made
You
that
would-
mistake when I made that mistake when I was going through it by myself because I just saw virtual private,
Yeah, that's the
and
trick.
then I was like, oh, like
That's how they get you. How they get you. Right, actually, it's interesting because what you're talking about for doing things early in the morning, I find that writing these tests first thing in the morning is better than waiting and trying to cram it in during the day and then
Yeah.
do it at the end of the day when you're all
Sure.
tired and stuff. You make stupid mistakes like that. Anyway, you would have got this one. Check it, collect it, move on.
which of the following should you use if you need to provide AWS credentials for users who have been authenticated via their social media logins as well for guests who do not require any authentication?
Not single sign-on. It's not. You've had this one before?
Yeah, but like the only thing I'm trying to remember if it's identity or user. Wait.
It's federated. Oh no, it's identity because Facebook, Google, blah 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 is federated. When the social media, it's federated user something federated identity. So I think you're right. I think it's identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that federated identity thing is important. SAML. Yeah, user sync is just syncing sign on. You know it's single sign on.
Yeah. Company plans to migrate their on-premises MySQL database to Amazon RDS. Which AWS server should they use for this task? I'm going to go with the database migration service to migrate your database.
DMS, yeah. DMS is cool.
Which of the following are the pillars of AWS well-architected framework?
Operational excellence. Wait a second. There are 5. And HA, scalability, I think performance efficiency. Operational excellence is definitely one. Agility, I actually think
It's either this one or this one.
Yeah,
Because these are operate like
I think you're getting better at this. Go with yours.
damn it. I that's why I would have gone with that one.
That's all right. It was efficiency. That's why I went with the agility one. That's a good. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter.
What?
A well-architected review is a good thing to talk about. A well-architected. When we're done, I'll remind me. I'll go over the war, which is a well-architected review. It's a good thing for you to bring up, especially right now. Okay, what's this one? CloudFront. CloudFront.
Hold on a sec.
Okay. You got a visitor?
It said having a struggle with the kids today, so I don't mind them coming down to visit and to say hi, but they're not listening to her, and I can hear them not listening to her. So I'm not going to.
That's all right.
I don't
If we
want.
ever need to cut this short, that's no problem.
No, it's fine. I don't want to reward them, and they don't get to dictate what happens in this house.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm not gonna get angry about it. You know. What service would you use to speed up content delivery to your customers? You said CloudFront?
Yeah. CloudFront. See, you know that. It's easy. Some of them are easy. Remember, you know how they're getting easy now?
I noticed that.
Remember how they weren't easy before?
I do. What is a machine learning powered security service that classifies and protects sensitive data such as personally identifiable information and intellectual property? That's for
That's
the
new.
camera.
I know that
I
one
think it's
just
this one.
because of
It's not?
no. PII is Macy.
Oh, that's Macy? I don't remember that. That's weird.
Oh, it's because it's new. It's a new-ish server. So what Macy does, that's what it is. Click it and then read.
Well, check. It'll save.
So there, yeah. So
okay.
Macy is actually a really good thing for you guys to do too, because it searches things like S3 for raw credit card numbers and says, hey, you got a credit card number in here that's raw text. That's not a good thing to keep in raw text. Right?
Huh. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so Macy, I never talked to you about Macy.
Yeah, that's. I've never even. I don't think I've seen this question.
Yeah, the only reason I know this is because we've implemented Macy.
Okay. Which of the following allows you to create and deploy infrastructure as code templates in AWS?
Yeah, you know that one already. It's not even.
Is that it's
Check
CloudFormation?
Check it, collect it, move on.
Oh. You are permitted to conduct security assessments and penetration testing without prior approval, giggity, against which AWS resources?
Oh.
Trying to remember here.
I think.
I think that's it. We've had this question before and gotten it
We've had
wrong.
this question before and we always get
We
it
can
right.
reason it out though. This is the security token service. I don't think you're allowed to do that one.
Security token service. I don't think you could hammer at that one. That's bad. I think that's bad. IAM is not something I don't think you. Oh no, you do penetration against IAM, but I think you're permitted to conduct security
Well, it
assessments.
might not be. Like I don't know.
I thought you had to ask for everything.
Is this Aurora's a database, right?
And Aurora
RDS is a database.
Aurora is a type of RDS database.
Yeah, and this is just without prior approval, so it, like AWS just knows that you're not doing dirty stuff. So
It's a guess, 100% guess, but RDS and S3 because they're managed services. RDS and Aurora.
you know
is a
that's
database.
really funny, Scott, because I was just going to go. You could probably do penetration testing on just the databases. That's why I was asking if they're both databases.
Yeah.
So would have had that right if I had thought.
Yeah.
So it's just
What does it say though?
the one
what's
is
the
CY
actual-
permitted services. You're welcome to conduct security assessments against AWS resources if you own. And here's the list below. And so
Yeah,
RDS and
yeah.
Aurora is on it, and all these other ones.
Yeah.
But but it's good to note S3 no, IAM no, security token service no. So
Yeah. The IAM I kind of knew. IAM I kind of knew. This STS I kind of knew. S3 when you think about it makes sense.
okay, so it's but it's the databases here, and then all these other ones.
I don't understand.
It's not just databases though. It's just in this list. They just have to both be databases.
No, I know, but I thought I was under the impression like, what's the difference between RDS and Aurora? So let's like, I didn't know.
Oh, it's just a service.
Hmm?
They're just different services, right? They're just different databases.
But
So that's a relational database, and Aurora, whatever. I don't know the difference.
Aurora is a version of RDS. That's the confusing part.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just gotta check. So I noted that. To check later.
And for the purposes of this question, this is just the approved list,
Yeah.
right? So EC2 instances, NAT gateways, elastic load balancers.
Don't do any of the things in the bottom there. I did a port scan. On one thing when I was looking for something, and I got an email like that from AWS. It's like, hey, what are you doing? not allowed to do that. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll save next. Which of the following is true regarding a business support plan in AWS?
Business was, it's not 15 minutes.
It's
That's
not.
enterprise is 15 minutes.
I think it's probably that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Probably, your guess is as good as mine. It's 1 hour impaired or 1 hour down. Probably 1 hour down. Or, yeah, I don't know. It's 50-50 on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
I don't remember the chart.
I don't know. Just that's a total guess. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So business.
Business is slightly more expensive than developer, but not as expensive as enterprise.
Where's the? Excuse me. Where does it say the 15-minute? Here. I'm looking for response time.
Yeah, you probably have to go down a little bit more into the.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Production system down 1 hour. So it's 4
Oh,
hours.
okay,
That's what I was
4 hours.
curious
Yeah,
about.
that's
It's
interesting.
4 hours if it's impaired. And for enterprise, it's less than 4 hours, and it's less than an hour down for these guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Or it's business critical system down 15 minutes.
Yeah. So if you want to get fast response, that's what you check when you put your ticket in.
Yeah. Which of the following policies grant the necessary permissions to access your Amazon S3?
Yeah, you know this one already. That's,
Oh, no, it's not. Bucket and user. Huh. Yeah.
Oh, that's
so-
we read that too fast.
Yeah, that was my fault. Which among the services below can you use to test and troubleshoot the IAM and resource-based policies?
The stimulator. I don't think I've shown you that.
No, I haven't seen that.
So there's an
Ah!
Oh, this is a good. What happened now? You checked it without checking
I
it?
checked it without.
Let's go back and I think you can go back and reboot.
Don't think so.
Oh,
No, because
Yeah.
what question is that? 22?
no, you can't do it. Eh? Oh well, whatever. So there's another thing. The IAM
Okay,
policy simulator. Yeah, you would got that. We'll have a +1, whatever our mark is. So IAM policy simulator is a good thing for testing access, where you make a IAM user a policy, and then you run it through the simulator, and then it'll tell you what resources you have access to or don't have access to. It's very useful tool. Gateway. Not gateway. Oh, come on. Oh, sorry, internet gateway. I'm an idiot.
I would have said NAT gateway too. That doesn't even make sense to me. Which of the following is used to enable instances in the public subnet to... Oh, it does make sense. Shut up.
Makes sense because the NAT gateway is inside, but you're not going to get internet without an internet gateway.
Correct. Okay, so a space agency is used in Amazon S3 to store their high-resolution satellite images and videos every day. Which of the following should they do to minimize the upload time?
Yeah, multi-part one.
Use the multi-part upload API?
Yeah.
Sweet. Which AWS service is commonly used for streaming data in real time?
Jesus. Yeah, you got that one already. Check it, select it, collect it, move on.
Check it, select it, collect it. Which of the following is a threat detection service that continuously monitors for unauthorized behavior
Yeah, that's the
check
one.
your AWS
That's
account
Card Duty.
and workloads?
Card Duty, he said duty.
What service does AWS use to notify you when AWS is experiencing events that may impact you?
Service health. Oh, personal health dashboard. That's right. Impact you. That's your personal health dashboard. Yes, that is correct.
But hold on though. It says which service does AWS use to notify you when AWS is experiencing events that may impact you?
Yeah, that's personal.
Okay.
Because there is general health, but then there's this is good. This you have these, so you gotta look. Right? If EC2 goes down, you don't have any EC2 instances. That doesn't matter to you.
Fair enough.
I haven't read this one, but you seem confident, so I'm going with yours.
What is the most secure way to provide applications temporary access to your AWS resources? So I said create an IAM policy that allows the application to access the resources and attach the policy to the application.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hold. Pause. That's not two. No. I am wrong. I have a feeling that this is assume role, but not sure. Okay, I think it's one. I think it's A, but I'm not sure.
All right, I'll change it. I'll change it, and then
No. Well,
if it's yours, then
pick what you think.
I'll pick what I think.
I'm not 100% sure it's not.
Okay, so you get prepared to feel good about yourself.
Yeah. It's probably not either. Not probably neither one of those ones.
Well, it's not letting me check it. I guess they cut off. They must have seen my stream. Cut me off.
What's going on here?
I don't know, buddy.
Try refresh or something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We broke it. Oh. Tutorial Dojo went down.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. I guess we're done.
Or they canceled my account because they saw my...
No, 404 is Alright. Try refresh on the other one again.
That's
They
very
all,
good.
all try this portal close that, try to log in again.
Let's start a new window.
We passed. Holy crap. Yeah, I think we're done. They're down. Their app is down.
Oh yeah, so that's not just us. It's not just
Yeah,
me.
no, their app is down.
Weird.
That's all right. So we'll pick it up next week. I think we're at
We're right at 8 o'clock. The
Reddit for Reddit or 2 hours. They knew.
tutorial Dojo knew, like, we got these guys streaming, and we don't want them
We're gonna take
should
the
go
whole
past
site
go
down
over
for
time.
it.
So that's that.
Well, that's anticlimactic. We were doing pretty well there, though.
Yeah, I think we would have got better on that exam. But luckily we're going through the review, so we knew that we were getting the correct answers.
Yeah. No, it was good. You're getting way better at this stuff. So, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm
For
better than you.
for your things, the Cost Explorer, which you've already brought up, you should actually bring up. You should bring up making you an IAM user. Hey, make me a read-only IAM user so I can poke around.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm 0% kidding. Give me a read-only so I can become the administrator and help out. Yeah. I'd also suggest going through those AWS ones to learn about the
Oh
stuff.
yeah, definitely. Now that I've been reminded of that I have an account there.
It's such a weird industry where you just forget about stuff. I heard somebody say to me about just my technical knowledge. It's like I've forgotten more stuff than most people know about technology.
Yeah, I get that. That
And
happens.
It's just the industry.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's just like stuff like describing to the product development guy who's in his 30s about, when I first started working in AV, we had a 3-gun projector because you had to divide them into red, green, and blue.
Yeah.
And in order to make it rear screen, you used to have to pull the card out, rear screen and flown from the ceiling. You used to have to pull it out, turn it around, turn it upside down, and then plug it back in.
Yeah.
And then you had to do that for all 3 cards.
Yeah.
And configure them all in the right direction before you flew it up in the air.
Yeah,
And,
I remember.
it's weird.
I remember Sheridan watching that multi projector slideshow, and I don't know how many projectors there were on that thing, but it was pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the biggest one in school was like 24, but you talk to people that worked in the industry on award shows and stuff like that. Like Academy Award shows, and they're like, oh yeah, I was doing like there was a 100 stack show, which means it's a 300 projector show,
right?
Because those old stands, they're called Gavi stands. Somebody just remind me.
Yeah.
A few months ago.
Imagine one of those breaks.
Oh yeah.
Show.
Well, then the people were like talking about where like you have to make sure you put the locking ring on top. So if, like people who walk across the room, like the production people, the people that like that would make the slide decks, the slideshows, they'd be walking along and they forget to put the locking ring on, and then drop it on the ground, and slides would just shoot out everywhere.
Yeah.
Or you tell them these projectors are really hot. They have xenon bulbs in them, so you have to make sure that when you have your slides, you put them in glass cases.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just get them. They get them from the photo place, and they put them in our projector, and then they just get burned through. They catch on fire immediately.
Good effect.
It looks cool. It looks really cool when it's being projected through, but it only takes less than a quarter of a second to burn through a slide without a glass protection around it.
It's a really cool effect, but you only do it once.
Yeah. And now it's weird because it's just like so many computers, and it's like one lens, and people don't even understand how complicated it is to have one lens on a projector.
Yeah.
That's on computers.
Computers, am I right?
Computers, am I right? All right.
Anyway, I think that was it.
All right.
I wanted to do an IPsec tunnel thing. But I think that's just going to be way too much for you and me because I barely understand it.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream here, and then I'll just sign off with you talking here on Zoom. All right.
VPN. We talked about VPNs.
All right. Peace out.
VPN.